Watchalong, Italy versus Spain. This should be a cracker. I'm going for Italy and I'm going 2-1. And I think England will win tomorrow as well, so it'll be an Italy-England final, that's what I'm calling. National Anthem's just happening in the Italian one is my favourite, to be honest. How it sounds and just their passion and their projection of the players themselves, passionate. Much better than our national anthem. Looking forward to this one. It's been a few days of no football and it's boring, to be honest. So hope you are all well. One sec, I just remembered something. As promised, I now have a microphone. Let me know if it's better sound quality now or not, because it should be. Italy's lineup then: Donnarumma, Lorenzo, Bonucci, Chiellini, Emerson, Barrea, Jorginho, Verratti, Chiesa, Immobile and Insigne. Captains Chiellini and Busquets at the centre, doing the coin toss. This is always a pain, this angle, trying to get the angle. Spain's lineup then: Simon in goal, Azpilicueta, Eric, Laporte and Alba, and then Koke, Busquets and Pedri, Ferran, Torres, Oyarzabal and Olmo. It's like Eric Garcia, isn't it? I think. Let me know about the sound quality though, because I have got a mic now. Let me know what it's sounding like. Mancini, Vialli. Obviously they played together in the 90s. Now part of the same management. And there is Enrique. A stupid car with a ball again. That is just corny. Terrible idea, whoever come up with that. Let's go. Super chats are now available, guys, remember. Spain kick it off then. Go long and it's immediately a throw-in in Italy's half. Obviously no Spinazzola for Italy now. He's going to be a major miss. Let's adjust this mic a little bit. Free kick to Spain here then early on from Verratti, showing a bit of tenacity, taking out Olmo there. Didn't look that bad, to be honest. Spain were trying to keep hold of the ball there, but they're dispossessed. But they win it back. They have a lot of the ball this game, Spain. But what can they do with it? How's everyone feeling about tomorrow then? Are you nervous? Are you confident? Let me know. I think it'll be a tough game. Toughest one yet, but I'm confident still. I think we will be in a final. What's up, Miss Apples? Tough game. I think it will go extra. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it goes extra time as well. What's the sound sounding like, Miss Apples? Because I've got a microphone and I'm testing it out basically. So people have been on about the volume recently. So I've got a mic. So hopefully it's better now. Bonucci fouled there then. Free kick to Italy. Just goes through the back of him. Donnarumma. I like Donnarumma. I'd like to see him in the Premiership. Not bad. Is it better than it was before, or there's not? You can't really tell. Here's Emerson then. Puts the through ball through to, who's that? Is that Barrea? Simon's come out, but he's tracked back to his goal now, and he hit the post. I was offside anyway. Yeah, it was Barella. Just offside, and the keeper comes out to try and narrow the angle, and then he gets caught in no man's land and backtracks, and Barella hits a post with the keeper beaten, but it's called offside. Took a deflection off Laporte there. Fair enough. Italy again getting caught offside there. But the early pressure from Italy, early warning signs. Immobile not far off there. I actually, in my fantasy team, had that Sarabia, but he's injured. But they've done it on the fantasy before where it says that they're doubtful and then they end up playing. So I left him in. Plus I would have had to minus my points quite a bit just to put him in or take him out. And so I didn't want to do that, but he's not even on the bench. Don't really know. Heard that he picked up an injury early in the last game, but I think he's a big miss for them. Italy trying to play out from the back then. Chiellini didn't look too comfortable there, but they get away with it. Immobile loses the ball up top. Busquets. Aspilicueta back to Busquets. Alba. Garcia. Pedri. Alba down the left. Italy win it back. I need Italy to win because I've got 3 of their players in my fantasy team and no Spanish player. I had that Sarabia, but he's not playing, so kind of tinny. That's not good. That's not good. Ooh, Garcia nearly getting caught out there from Insigne. Miscontrolled it a little bit, but pressure again. Then Verratti on Azpilicueta in the corner, slides in, gets a little bit of the ball, but they managed to clear it. Spain throw in for Italy though. Oh, that's good. That's good. These things are awkward, and I'm not used to using a mic like this, so over time, hopefully. Goal kick for Spain here then. For Italy, sorry. No, it is Spain, my bad. Oh, it's been a long day. I kept forgetting that I was meant to be streaming tonight as well, so. Spain trying to play it out here then. Koke. Crossfield ball to Alba. Plenty of space there. Spain get out. It's going to be interesting to see how good Italy's fitness levels are. They're usually very good anyway, but because they're going to have to do a lot more pressing and work off the ball than they would against most teams because of how Spain keep the ball. But I think they will show that they're capable. Here's a Yazabel then. Pedri out to Alba. Puts the ball in along the floor, but it gets cleared. Busquets. Koke. Garcia. Spain are looking a little bit out of ideas at the moment. Italy are closing down the passing lanes a lot and very well. Alright man, no worries. A lot of play down the back here from just the build-up play from Spain at the moment. Pedri. Barella coming back doing the defensive duties there then. Oh, but he loses it. Torres. Busquets. Koke. Pedri. Azpilicueta. Koke. Busquets back to Koke. Thought about the shot but lays it to the right. Yazbel in the box. Ball gets deflected and goes out for a throw. And good chance for Spain there to get in. Italy done well. Busquets gets it across to Azpilicueta. Goes for a run. Puts it out to Yazbel on the right. Koke back to Yazbel, back to Garcia. Just keeping the ball. Patience, waiting for their opening. And here's Alba. Out on the wing, I think that's Torres over there. Goes back to Alba. Probably should have just whipped it in there. Garcia then. Spain go all the way back in their own half. Here's Laporte though. Long cross-field ball. Chested down by Yazbel on the wing. Goes back infield though to Busquets. Keeping the ball well here, Spain. Not really doing too much with it though at the moment. Olmo gets his turn on his man though. And there's space out wide. And here's Alba. Tries to play in Torres, but he didn't really look where the ball was and got his run wrong. Clever play there from Olmo. Just getting away from Barella. I think Spain have started the brighter of the two, but Italy are defending well. Spain getting a lot of the ball, but not really penetrating too much. But here's Pedri on the turn. Plays a through ball to a yards belt. Oh, and he miscontrols it. Don't know if he was going to be offside, but he was one-on-one with Simon, and the ball just got away from him. Busquets is playing well, very well. His passing range is just quality. He's got that experience, but just does all the right moves pretty much, and I love watching him. Shout out to the people tuned in and in the building. Remember, there are live chats now, lot super chats now. Come support. And also coxjournalism.com. Go look at that. Some new pieces added up there recently. Olmo wants a corner there, but the ref's not having it. Has he got a case? See on the replay here. He was onside of Yarzabal. Just miscontrolled that. Quality pass there from Pedri though to open that up. Just gets his touch wrong. Should have been 1-0. Do 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 do. Oh, I think it's Chiesa there. Lets the ball go. And Torres got a snapshot away on the edge of the box, but goes wide. Oh, is it Barella? I thought it was Chiesa. Tries to do a pass back, gets it horribly wrong, and he gets away with it. Yeah, it was Barella. Ball over the top then for Chiesa, but there's too much power on it and keeper collects it easily. Laporte to Busquets. Quality pass to Koke again under pressure. Olmo, good little flick there. Pedri then. Space out wide for Torres. He plays him in. It's a little bit hard. He has to go back out slightly. Alba. Torres. Free ball. Oh, he played him in again for Alba. Just a little bit too much on the ball. Goes out for a goal kick. But Spain, I definitely feel are on top right now. Italy lose the ball from playing out there. Chiellini does just not look comfortable playing out every time. Italy win a free kick then. Foul by Busquets. Barrea wants him booked. It's a bit of a... I mean, Busquets is pulling on Barrea a bit. I suppose it is a foul, but a little bit soft, that one. He was kind of already going down. He's telling the ref he's pulling his shirt. You've got your free kick, mate. Let's not... I hate that when they're just like, yeah, let's get him sent off. Insigne then to take. He's going to cross it. Too much power and Simon collects. Great ball out wide there from Olmo to Torres. Cuts in, plays a ball, but gets deflected out for a corner. Almost playing well. Italy clear then. All the way back to the keeper for Spain. But Italy are struggling to get near them at the moment with the pressing. Do win the ball here though. Lorenzo. Getting a little bit scrappy at the moment. Olmo done some fantastic touches there and then lost out in the end, and then I think Verratti got fouled for it, but initially Olmo showing some great touches again. 20 minutes gone then. Italy remaining disciplined as always, and here's Emerson got through. Keeper comes rushing out, the goal is open. They're trying to get a shot away. Oh, and Barella does too much. And I think it's Pedri gets enough on it to dispossess him, and the chance is gone. But Simon keeps rushing out of that goal and putting his defence in more problems, to be honest. I think it was a little flick there from Insigne, I think. Emerson gets through, puts it across to Immobile, who gets it to Barrea on the edge of the box, and it might have even... Here it is. It's Busquets, I think. Yeah, Busquets gets a vital touch to dispossess Barrea, and a chance and the danger is cleared. Kamal Verma. Don't recognise your name, bro, but welcome if you're new. I'm very good, mate. How are you? I mean, Italy look like a whole different team without Spinazzola. It's always going to be tough for them, but I think they're really struggling right now without him. It's 0-0 still. I'd say Spain are definitely the better team right now. Italy just had a great chance, but kind of came to nothing. But I'd say Spain are edging it. Well, not even edging it, they are the better team right now. Chiellini. Emerson. Verratti. Back to Emerson. Chiellini. He tries to play a crossfield ball and he gets far too much on it. Chiesa. I don't know if he's sticking his thumb up there or not, but it's just not really happening right now. And Chiellini looks shaky every time he's got the ball. Here come Italy then. Insigne. Hit the heels of Immobile as he was looking to go through on goal. And Spain get the ball back. Busquets, just calmness personified. 183 passes completed for Spain to Italy's 55. Busquets is running the game. I've been impressed with Busquets, Olmo, Pedri. I think they'd be my main three for Spain. Great there from Pedri again. Clever little move. Koke, Olmo, Azpilicueta. Busquets. Well, I was going to say, surely it's a foul. Someone went through the back of him, but the ref's not having it. I was waiting just for the whistle then, but Pedri, beautiful ball there. Out wide to Alba, plays it first time to Torres on edge of the box. Comes back out to Olmo, flicks it again. But Bonucci does enough and Donnarumma comes and collects. But some of the moves and the passing moves from Spain, they're looking quite fluid and it's nice to watch. The best I've seen them play, I think, since... Well, it's the best I've seen them play. I know they've won several games and high score, but just their passing moves right now. And here's a Yazabel in the box, but Chiellini gets a toe to it, and then Bonucci gets a block. And it's Olmo, though, and he gets a second snatch at it, and he shoots, and it's a great save by Donnarumma. Verratti dispossesses then. Here's Chiesa. Looking for options, plays it out wide to Barella. Turns back. Chiesa looks annoyed, but he wasn't really in a lot of space to get the ball back. And Chiellini, Bonucci, Lorenzo. Throw into Italy then. And here's that chance again. Donnarumma plays it out. I think as Busquets picks it up brings it down beautifully. Olmo has a chance, blocked from Bonucci, but it comes back to him and he shoots and Donnarumma saves it. Donnarumma just gives the ball then to Garcia. Olmo on the edge of the D. Shows quick feet there, and it looks like it should have really had a foul there, whether it was a free kick or a penalty, but the ref's saying get up. I think it was Chiellini on him. Looked like a foul to me, but play goes on. Appreciate you, Kamal, for your super. You're my first super chat donation, so I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know what money, like form of money that is, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I don't know what that symbol is, but appreciate you, bro. And a foul here for Spain. Lorenzo on Torres. He's looked quite lively so far. Yeah, it's a foul. Definitely a foul. Chiellini heads it back to Donnarumma then. I think Italy would be pleased overall, considering how the game's playing out, that it's still 0-0. They'll obviously be frustrated that they're not really creating anything, but as long as it's 0-0, they're still in the game and they can always nick it. And here's Chiellini trying to break. Plays a crossfield ball again. Chiesa keeps it in. Lorenzo going for the ball over the long ball over the top there for Immobile, but too much on it and it rolls into the box for Simon to pick it up. Spain win a free kick then. £1.34 US. That's fair enough, man. Thank you. Anything is appreciated. And as I said, you're my first super chat, so legend. Kamal Verma. I still want to know what sort of money that is, though. Like, what country? Sounds maybe Africa area. I don't know what that symbol is. Pedri out on the left here then. Chiellini comes across. And it should be a throw-in for Spain. Please give it to Italy. Pedri's laughing about it. And Berardi then looks like he's getting ready to come on. He's very direct, pacey, and they are lacking that right now. So I can see why they're thinking about bringing him on. I'm just trying to think who they're going to take off. If they take Chiesa off, who the camera's just panned to straight away after, I might cry because I've captained Chiesa in my fantasy and it looks like they might take him off already. And to be fair, he's been very quiet. And Berardi plays on that side, so gutted. Absolutely gutted. But here is Chiesa. Trying to break, but Spain deal with it. Back to Simon. It's just typical, man. I captain the player and he's about to get subbed before even half time. It says it all. Chiellini, Emerson, What's the matter? Come out. Are you bored of the game? It's not the most exciting right now. Or are you tired? Here's Olmo then. Spain on the break. Shot outside the box, but it's always rising. Wasted there. Rupee. I've heard of it. Like, not it. Obviously, I've heard of India, but I don't know a lot about the money. If I'm honest, over there. Yeah, $1.5. I can see that in the USA, India. But yeah, I know India. I just didn't know the symbol for the money over there. Throwing for Italy then. Insigne plays it in the middle to Immobile. Back to Insigne, back in the box. Overruns a little bit. Tries to turn Aspilicueta, but he does well. There's a corner to Italy. UK, mate. UK, England. Ref's throwing a proper word there with Lorenzo. Going in a bit late there on Torres. There's been a few incidents between the two so far in the game. He's just telling him like one more and he's going to book him. Koke then turns. He pretty much did a 360 there, but didn't actually end up going anywhere apart from backwards. Laporte. Italy have just got all their numbers behind the ball, except for Immobile, pretty much. They're just so good at keeping their shape, Italy. Everyone, they sort of shift at the same time in the right pairings. Allow very little pockets of space to play into. Here comes Emerson running infield. He's got options, he's got time, but they run out quick. But he draws it should have been a foul there for me on Emerson, but the ref again. So there are a few incidents in this game that I think have been fouls, and he's not given. I need to see it back, but initially it looked like a foul to me. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Just go to the toilet. Well, I've just come back and immediately see Spain. I'm not sure who. I think it might have been a Yarzabel blasting one over the crossbar, yeah, inside the box. Snatches at it first time and gets it horribly wrong. Ball over the top there, and then Simon comes and heads it clear. Thank you, Kamal Verma. As I said, thank you once again for the super chat. And yeah, it's late where you are, but I appreciate you tuning in, mate, and hopefully see you again soon. Bush gets taken out there with a foul by Berea. Not a lot in it, but probably the right decision. And the Italians look like they've just had their Christmas presents stolen. Emerson. Total attempts then 0 for Italy, 5 for Spain, 1 on target. I was going to say there's not been a great deal of chances. A little bit disappointing so far. Some good playing spells, but in terms of goal action, it's not been the best. Pedri with another quality first time touch then, and Olmo trying to play him back into the box, but too much on the ball, and Donnarumma comes out and collects, goal kick. Pedri though, looking quality. Emerson does well there, draws a foul just before the halfway line. I am so tired. Koke then late in on Emerson, was never winning the ball, and he looks gobsmacked for the ref's decision, and I don't know why, because he fouled him clearly. Barrea to Chiesa, back to Barrea, Jorginho. They end up going all the way back to Bonucci. Sends a crossfield ball, diagonal. Insigne picks it up. Plays Emerson down the left, but a little short pass to him, and he tries to. I don't know if he was shooting or crossing there, and he's claiming it as a handball. The ref's not interested again. Great ball here from Bonucci to get Insigne in. He drives at Aspilicueta, plays a short little ball to play Emerson in. Oh, I think it wasn't a handball. He was saying Simon touched it, and he did, to be fair, so they should have had a corner there. Ref didn't spot it. But what is the VAR for? If they're not going to check things like that, what's the point? Spanish players are going mad at the ref because he didn't play the advantage, I think, or let the play on. And it's half time, 0-0. Little bit lackluster so far. I'll be back for the second half, guys. I'll see you in a bit. can come. And we're back. Says there's no one tuned in at the moment anyway. That's Busquets on the ball, the taller one. Whoa, dodgy clearance from Simon, and Insigne picks up, and they get a corner, Italy, but Simon is looking a bit dodgy. That should be a routine clearance from him there, and he messes it up. Obviously scored that own goal a few games back as well, from the Pedri back pass. Insigne to whip it in. If there's any UFC fans, if you know who Cody Garbrandt is, he looks just like him, Insigne. And Spain clear, and I thought there was going to be a foul, but the ref's not giving nothing, and Spain are pressing Italy, but Italy still got the ball. It's a bit scrappy right now, but Italy get it back up the field. Immobile, ooh, he's battling with Laporte, and he gets a bit of a shot away, but he's fallen over, and it goes out for a goal kick, I think. No real danger there. Laporte showing his strength there. Immobile hits it, but he's falling over as he hits it, and it's nowhere near the goal. Spain come on the counter then. Oyarzabal puts it out wide to Olmo. He whips it in, and I think it's Lorenzo just gets ahead of Torres at the back post to clear it. Otherwise it would have been a tap-in. It's a great ball in, but Lorenzo reads it well and just gets ahead of Torres to clear it. Donnarumma may have had it covered, but he wasn't to know. Good clearance. And they have a little cuddle. Friends. Koke to take the corner then. It's a good delivery. Donnarumma punches it clear. Falls back out to Oyarzabal. Gives it to Alba, back to Oyarzabal. Not a lot of space there. And Italy win it back. Immobile is taken out by Busquets, and the ref does draw for the free kick. Busquets picking up a yellow there. I think that's a bit harsh. I think it was a foul, but a yellow might be a little bit. Maybe not. He does kind of just trip him. It's quite blatant. There's Mancini, looking like he could be the reincarnation for the Godfather. Verratti plays it back to Chiellini, over to Bonucci. Infield to Barella, flicks it, and it's out wide to Emerson, but from Immobile, but doesn't get enough on it. And Yarzabal is on the counter here on the right. Going to take Chiellini on. He cuts in, plays it across to Busquets, and he fires a shot away side foot, and it just skims over the crossbar. Great chance. Maybe could have took a touch, but he was getting closed down quite quickly. Great opportunity for Spain there. Donnarumma might not have been getting to it. I don't think he was, and just too much on it. Here come Italy then on a break. Insigne. Garcia gets back with Laporte. He cuts back in. Crossfield ball to Immobile, Barella, sorry. Out to Chiesa on the right. It gets his shot away, but Simon does well to get down, and it's quite central, but shot on target for Italy at last. Alba does well there, doesn't give him a lot of space, and he just has to get a shot away, because I don't think he would have beat him one-on-one. I think Italy will look to bring Berardi on by probably the 65th minute, maybe 70th, because he is just a bit more direct than Chiesa and Insigne, to be fair, but I think they'll keep Insigne on and look to use Berardi with he's got quite a bit of pace, and just on the counter he's a lot more direct. Laporte, who's recently just come to Spain from France, because they weren't picking him, which I know France got a talented squad, but obviously didn't make it as far as Spain, and I would say that Laporte is probably better than Kimpembe, who was playing for France in that position. Garcia out to Yarzabal, plays it forward to Koke on the right, holds the ball up, looking for options, back to Yarzabal. Azpilicueta back in field. It comes to Laporte again. Just keeping the ball here, Spain, looking for an opening. But Italy, very disciplined as always, patient, and allow very little space. Laporte trying to play Alba in there for a little dinked ball into the box, but Lorenzo does well, goes out for a goal kick. And here comes Berardi then. It's quicker than I thought, 10 minutes earlier than I said it probably would be. And I do think it's going to be Chiesa, which he's been poor, but it's just a bit irritating if you're doing the fantasy, because especially if you made him captain like I have, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be the one coming off. Here's Insigne, puts it out wide to Emerson, whips the ball along the floor, but it's cleared back out, and here comes Spain. Azpilicueta puts it down the line. Great, nearly a great ball for Olmo, I think it is. Holds the ball up well though. Here's Pedri, gets it across to Torres, edge of the box, cuts in, shot is blocked by Lorenzo. Insigne picks it back up, and Italy trying to play their way back out, and Verratti does well to keep hold of the ball there. Jorginho fouled deep in their own half, Italy, from Olmo. They win a free kick. Clever, patient play from Italy there under pressure, and they ease the pressure with a foul to get back up the field. Chiellini wanted more doing there, I think, for a Spain player to be booked. Busquets. Infield to Koke. Gets it out to Yarzabal. Cuts in. Fires a shot. Pretty good effort there, but quite central, and Donnarumma collects it. He's never going to beat him for there, but at least it was on target. Here's Immobile then looking to turn on Laporte, but Laporte does brilliant there with his pace and does enough to keep him from getting into the box there. And Spain play it back out, although Italy have just won it back, and then Spain get it back again. Bit scrappy right now. Both teams losing possession. Here comes Spain again with Pedri. He's allowed to turn. Puts it out to Torres on the left wing. Back to Pedri. Busquets. Good ball in there. Yarzabal. Back to Koke. On the edge of the box here. Spain trying to find a way in. And Italy have literally got their whole team behind the ball right now. Immobile is playing as a defensive midfielder and he's their striker. So Olmo turns Verratti, possibly a foul, but I don't think it was. Alba crosses the ball in, too near Donnarumma. No one was getting to that, and he rolls it out for Verratti. Plays Insigne out on the left. Great outside of the foot pass there to Immobile, but Laporte gets there just in time, and Chiesa, what a goal! What a goal! And he's my captain, and you know, you can't teach this stuff. You can't. Brilliant goal, and he's had a poor game, but when you can do that in the split, what's the saying? In the blink of an eye, then you're doing something right. I thought it was him when he hit it, but I wasn't sure until I saw his number. But that is what he's capable of. He hasn't really shown it during this tournament, but I've seen it in glimpses before for his club side. And that's why I've had him in my team. And I'm just grateful that he's actually produced it, because these sort of tournaments can highlight players that people won't necessarily know about too much. But I remember I watched his dad a little bit in the 90s. His dad played and looked very much like him. Great finish there though, cuts in, finesse shot, far post, and Simon can only watch it go past and he can't get nowhere near it. Great technique, knows what he's doing, and Simon wishes that he was having a dream. I think Chiesa on the celebration there was close to taking his top off, but then probably realised that he'd get booked. And I think it's gone against play a bit. I think Spain were the better team, but I've got no complaints as I'm kind of a little bit biased towards Italy. And Berardi has come on then, and I thought it was going to be for Chiesa. It'd be interesting to see who it's for, because I think if he hadn't have just done that, he would have been the man going off. And Morata is also on for Spain, who I think for the majority of of the games I've seen him in has been poor. He scored a goal in the last game, which was a good goal to be fair, but overall play from him, I think he's been pretty poor. Not sure who's come on then for who went off for Italy for Berardi. Immobile. So they're taking a little bit of a risk at taking their only natural striker off, because they've literally just got wingers on now. So one of them is going to have to play in probably like a false nine position. Morata's on for Torres, so they've took a winger off. So they've kind of done the opposite thing there, both sides. One's took a winger off for a striker, and the other one has took a striker off for a winger. Spain are going to have to up the tempo a bit now. They've had a lot of the possession throughout the game, but not really penetrated too much. And even the majority of the possession at times has been very slow and patient, but not very clinical or too troublesome for Italy, and cleanly clears there for a Spain corner. Koke to take it then. Can Morata come up good again? Yarzabal takes it, goes over Busquets' head, and Italy clear. Spain are forced to play it back to Simon, gets it back out to Pedri. Looks so comfortable on the ball, does well, and Italy just get ahead there for a front of Olmo. Spain win a throw-in. Enrique looking a little bit nervous now that his team are 1-0 down. He knows that this is the last chance really for them. They got to change something. Spain obviously playing with them two high wing backs and literally two centre backs on the halfway line. Everyone else is pushed up, but they're still struggling to get through because of how switched on Italy are, and just know where they need to be defensively to not allow the spaces to be there. It's a ball into the box, a great chance for Yarzabal there, and he's missed a few this game, but that one is... I don't blame you for hiding your face, mate. And I'm not on about your looks. It's a golden chance there. It's a great little ball in. I think it was from Koke. Yeah, on the turn, he gets it over. He's in space, unmarked, and he's just got to get something on that, and he completely misses it. I think Spain need to get Alba a little bit pushed up more, even though he's playing quite high up. Just get some more balls into the box on the left from him, or get him running into the box a little bit later, because they're not really getting a lot of space and they need someone running off the ball, and everyone in field is being tightly marked, and I don't think Azpilicueta is gonna get us forward as much as Alba is naturally anyway, and I just think, don't know, they could go Azpilicueta and it'd be a little bit more surprising probably, because there'd be more looking out for Alba to do that. But they're both playing quite high up, but I just feel one of them needs to be a little bit more making runs into the box at times than they are, especially with the midfielders and the Morata up top being marked so tightly. So ball into the box there for Yarzabal. He lays it back to Olmo running in, and he makes a mess of it. It's nowhere near the goal. And Spain starting to show a bit of frustration. He hits it first time. Good layoff there for Yarzabal. Well, I don't even know if he means to, but it lands to Olmo. Hits it with the outside of his foot, and it's always spinning wide. Italy playing out from the back. A little bit risky, but we get away with it. Bonucci, Insigne. I'm not sure who that is, but he got taken out there. Or it looks like he did. Berea. Here's Morata. Shows good strength there, good feet, but he does lose it. Insigne, Verratti, Insigne, Berardi tries to get Chiesa through. He does enough to hold on to the ball. Good dribble here from Chiesa. Holds it up in the box. Nice little ball through to Berardi. He snatches it at the first time and Simon saves with his legs, but it was quite a tight angle, but he probably even needs to be crossing out back across the box or should be scoring really. It's a difficult angle, but he's a professional footballer. I think he'll be disappointed he didn't score there. Aspilicueta, Koke, Laporte, Alba, back to Laporte, Garcia, Koke, plays it out wide to Aspilicueta, forced back to Koke. They're keeping the ball well, Spain, but again lacking the penetration and the pace. And just the speed of the passing as well. It's all well keeping the ball, but you've got to do it with a bit of pace, and they're not doing that. I think Italy will be happy with that. Even though they've got to track it down and press off the ball more, and it's a lot of energy, as long as it's kept majority of it for Laporte and Garcia at the centre-back position, they'll be happy. Here's the Berardi chance again then. He'd probably take a touch there and probably put it across goal there for someone else, but it's on target, but I don't know. I think he'll be disappointed. And Moreno's on then as well, so they got Morata and Moreno, both number 9s on the pitch, so they're doing what they can in terms of going forward, and Rodri is also on as well for Koke. He's making the subs, but the main thing is the speed of play. It's all very well, as I said, keeping the ball, but you've got to have a bit more speed about your play to catch players out of position, because especially Italy, they're very clever with their positioning, so you've got to kind of beat them with the speed of the ball. 70 minutes in then, 20 minutes left. If Italy can hold on, they're in the final. Aspilicueta, Rodrigo, Garcia, Laporte, ball to the back post for, don't know who that is, Olmo, edge of the box, Pedri, Alba, he's struggling to keep it in, he puts the ball in, Donnarumma looks like he's fouled and the ref gives it. Aspilicueta, you naughty boy. Although when you look on the replay, it probably is a little bit of a foul, but when you look at the size difference, it's a bit soft. He's not exactly shoving him into the stands. And here comes, is it Pessina and Toloi, centre-back and a midfielder for Italy. Atalanta, and not sure who Pessina plays for, but he scored a couple important goals in the group games for Italy. I've liked the look of him, and here come Italy again. Berardi on the right, looks to take Alba on. Alba does well though, and Simon I think just about keeps it in. Does it go for a corner? It might be a throw-in. Chiellini, Emerson, back to Chiellini, Bonucci, Jorginho. Good pressing here from Spain, driving Italy all the way back. Donnarumma. Oh, he nearly gets a pass wrong. Morata nearly dispossesses it, but gets away with it. Good pressing from Spain there, though. In Italy, just about to make a couple changes then. And it's Verratti going off for Pessina. That Pessina's got some menacing eyebrows. And Toloi then on for Emerson. More defensive than Emerson, obviously. A lot less pace in Toloi, but more strength and probably a better understanding of positional play. Just looking to shore up here and shut the shop up so they can't get through. Insigne trying to play it out, but Spain collect it again. Azpilicueta, but he goes back. A little bit of a dangerous ball with Berardi closing in. Simon nearly makes a mess of it, and Spain under pressure, but oh, it's all over the place from Spain here at the moment. They're not sure what they're doing. Simon, Laporte, and they go again. Garcia. Olmo gets it wrong and loses possession with no pressure. "15 minutes left. Can Spain take it to extra time?" It's 1-0 Italy at the moment. I think Spain, although they won't because it's not in their way of playing, but sometimes I think you just need to be a bit more direct, and they're playing the possession football, but they're not really penetrating. But Moreno out here on the right, but see what I mean? They're just, Italy are comfortable. They know how to do this and just sit back and dispossess them. So you got to try and beat them with the speed of the ball, and Spain are just, it's like they're walking with it. But it's Morata, he gets through, tight angle, and I think it's Bonucci that, yeah, Bonucci does well there. Watches the ball, makes sure that there's no clear shot or pass through, and a corner for Spain. Olmo takes it, outswinger, it's cleared from Berardi with a head. Alba trying to do a one-time ball there. Gets it wrong. Olmo looks at him like, what are you doing? But that's the fatigue showing as well. Oh, and Simon makes a mess of it again. Tries to clear it with trying to be slick there with a pass, and it hits his, I think it's Laporte, and it goes out for although they get away with it as it's offside from Insigne, but yeah, he tries to clear the ball and it hits Laporte and goes out for throwing. Chiesa looks like he's just been told that Christmas is cancelled. Chiellini just says have it and boots it up the field, which is what Spain need to be doing a little bit more, I think. Bonucci. Getting a little bit lucky here, Italy themselves, and Chiellini says, get out, again. He's the equivalent of the farmer in the field that catches you trespassing and he chases you down with a shotgun. Or the miserable neighbour that pops your ball as a kid. You could see Chiellini though playing the role of Russell Crowe in Gladiator. He looks like one of them. Or was it 300, the other one, where they're like, Spartans! And Spain playing a little bit risky here in their own half, and they lose the ball because of it, and it's into Berardi in the centre. Gets a shot away and should be doing a lot better there, and Simon collects it. Tries to side foot it bottom corner, but doesn't get it wide enough and too much curl, too central. Spain, they're playing like they're the team that are 1-0 up, and they need to show more urgency for me. I don't care how technical you are. Show a bit of drive, and they're showing it a little bit. Morata's through, and he gets it, and it's 1-1, and it looks like extra time's coming. He's trying to go on a date with the camera there for a second. That's not what you should be doing, mate. And now he thinks he's surfing, I think. 1-1 then, and I still think Italy can win this, but Spain have got the momentum now because they've just come from the death, and I think they'll get a bit more motivated now. It's going to be interesting. This could maybe go to penalties. Yeah, that's a form of time wasting there from Morata, I think. He's like, let's get this to extra time. Let's have a 2-minute celebration. And to be fair to him, I said he's had a poor tournament. He scored a good goal the last game, I think it was. But high pressure situation there, and he answers it. So fair play. And I think it might even be his weaker foot as well. Quality finish. And Enrique rides his own player there, which is not what you want to be seeing, really. So I'm all for passion, but let's keep it TV friendly. And Morata silencing a few of his doubters, and Bonucci says, come on, wake up. And some of them can't find their alarm clock. And Italy are dispossessed from the kickoff. Rodri on the drive here. Spain are up for it now. Moreno. Oh, baby. And there's a corner for Spain. And Italy look a little bit shell-shocked right now. Barrea looks like he needs an oxygen tank. Morata Can he get the winner before it goes to extra time? And there's Chiellini's mates. And header for Spain. Oh! I thought it was in. Then it was dropping at the back post for Laporte. He can't get there in time. I think it was Busquets with the initial header. And Laporte, if he can get there, I think he scores. Because there was someone trying to get to the post. It was Jorginho. He might have got there in time, but I think Italy got away with one a little bit there. Laporte, I think it is, yeah, draws a foul there on Insigne. Got to be honest, I feel like England beat both of these. Italy were a concern for me, but with Spinazzola out, who I think was their main creator and player of the tournament, they don't look the same. I still think that they could win this one, but Spain at the moment look like, out of the two, that they might get the winner. Here they come again. Great through ball again to Morata. Out wide right. Cuts it back. I don't know who. Moreno. He's off balance a bit and he blasts over. But for a striker, probably should be getting that on target, even though he was off balance. He's onside, Morata. It's a perfectly timed through ball. Does well. Cuts it back. Picks his man out. And yeah, that's not good. Was always rising, and here comes Belotti, aka for my UFC followers as well, Nate Diaz, and Locatelli, who I like the look of, coming on for Berea. Locatelli, and Belotti, I would say, is coming on for Insigne. Yep, he's on for Insigne. I think Insigne's been good, especially off the ball pressing. And Spain making a sub. Azpilicueta off. Llorente on. Going for the youth here. It's alright. It's on, but you can talk. Jorginho not happy there. I saw him give a little push to one of the Spanish players, and the ref's like, hey, I'm the parent here. He's having a little word with Olmo here. Jorginho looks like Olmo stole his pet. And Italy trying to pen Spain in the corner here. Busquets does well. I think it's Alba clears it up the field. Bit all over the place right now, but Olmo foul for Spain there. Pedri gets properly taken out, and he's acting like Vincent van Gogh when he cut his ear off. Jorginho getting told off, and I think that was just from that initial foul a minute ago. He was still frustrated and a little bit petulant there. unnecessary. Here's Alba driving through, out on the left this time for Morata. Makes it into the box, touch is too heavy, runs it out of play, blasts at it with frustration into the advertising board. It's not going to help, is it? Just showing his goal back. And there he is, thinking that he's Steven Spielberg. And then I don't know quite what that celebration is. And then there's a little blind date moment. And there's an Italian in tears. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Have some ice cream. Or yeah, have a bit of pizza. Pessina. I thought it was a throw in there, but ref says the ball was kept in play. Then Spain just carelessly put it out. Llorente. Couple minutes left then, plus extra time. Added time, sorry, then extra time. I don't really see who it would favour on penalties. Going into extra time, I think it's going to favour Spain currently. They look a little bit more like they're going to do something. Chiellini there looking shaky, puts the ball out carelessly, and Spain win a throw-in. Can they do anything? Rodri, Llorente, back to Rodri, Laporte, Olmo, shows quick feet. Tries to get a ball through, and it looked like it could have been a handball from Chiellini there, but the ref says no. And Italy counter. Here's Chiesa. Needs a bit of support. Doesn't get it. Still going. Runs out of space. Just needed a bit of help there, and there was no one there. So we're into added time. Three minutes added. Corner for Spain. Could be the last opportunity before extra time. And it does hit Chiellini's hand, and why do we have, even though I would like Italy to win a little bit more than Spain, why do we have VAR if they're not going to use it properly? Corner put in, then cleared. Llorente plays it all the way back to Simon. Garcia. Pedri. Busquets. Ball over the top. Too much on it. Donnarumma collects. pretends that he's on ice. Bonucci to Toloy. Ball down the right channel to Belotti. Should be doing a lot better there with that pass, and the service for Belotti is poor. It would have been through on one then with a keeper, and Toloy gets the pass horribly wrong with not even under pressure. Busquets tries to be clever there and draw a foul, but loses it. Pessina, Chiesa then. He's gone for... I thought he was going for a shot there, but he tried to switch it across field to Berardi. Too much power on it. Throwing for Spain. I thought from the angle that he was trying to chip the keeper, but less than a minute then until extra time. I think Italy will be kicking themselves that they didn't hold on. And extra time awaits then. They'll get a little break right now and then we'll be into the extra time. Chiesa looking like he wants to shoot everybody, and I don't blame him because he's got a quality goal and they just couldn't hold on. And Morata, fair play to him, steps up and answers some of his critics. For a tidy finish in a high pressure situation, keeps his team in the tournament. And now it's going to get a little bit more testy. I think my feeling is that it's going to go to penalties. But I'll be back in a minute, guys. Sorry about that, peeps, but you know, a man's got to eat. Belotti looks knackered already, which is not great. I've said it before, and I think Italy struggle with a number 9. Like back in the day, they had Inzaghi, Del Piero, Vialli before that, Di Baggio. I don't think they've got that player anymore. Similar to Spain, they've got obviously Morata and Moreno, but they used to have the likes of Torres, David Villa, although he was a little bit more on the wing, he could play up front. Raul. I think they're both missing that prolific striker. Belotti's gone injured. Yeah, it looks like his back. I didn't actually see what happened. I think it might have been he went up for a header, and he's obviously not been on long. So if they've got to take him off, if they can, I'm not even sure if they've used all their subs. And it's Garcia. Just gives him a bit of quite a bit of a barge in the back there as he's jumping, which is very dangerous. And the way he lands as well looks like he's jolted his spine there. So he could, I don't know, he might run it off, but he's saying there to Busquets, like he got a bit of a shove, and quite dangerous play there. And I don't know if Italy can make any more subs. One of the kids opened my... Fine. Were they nice? It's fine. And Italy will be looking for Locatelli to make an impact like he did in the group stages. But I've hardly noticed him since he's come on. And here comes Pedri on the break. Morata out wide to Olmo, I think it is. Beats his man and he's taken down blatantly. I think it's Toloi. Gets a yellow card, and if you're going to foul him, mate, try and do it a little bit more discreetly. Just shows him the shoulders there, goes the other way, but that's a terrible foul. It's not rugby. Olmo looked taking it then. Zips it in along the floor, and I thought it was going to be a poor set piece to begin with, but the pace and power on it alone created a whole lot of carnage in the box. Both sets of teams are saying it's their ball, and Donnarumma initially gets a save to it, falls back out to Morata, who shoots. Then it takes a few more deflections. I need to see it again because I'm not actually sure who it comes off. It was a bit of a wrestling in the box, but the ref has given it to Italy. Now something else, another foul, I think. And Belotti again. Up well in the air there from Laporte with a header. I think the tired legs are showing from both teams at the moment. A lot of fouls being given, a lot of sloppy play, a lot of possession being lost. Here's Olmo. Fouled there by Pacina. Just blocks him off. Five minutes then left in this half of extra time. Spain just keeping it then, being patient, not in a rush. I think Italy look a lot more tired than Spain do, but that's because of the possession in Spain's ability to keep the ball. It's always going to be more tiring for Italy on the defensive side, and the stamina and the pressing off the ball and just keeping their shape. It all takes energy, and when Spain have got the ball, even though they haven't been pinging it around at times with a lot of speed, just them making Italy shift about in positions is takes its toll. And there's a lot of chaos in the box there from the cross, and I think I didn't know who got the shot away, but it looked like it was going in, and another block on it, vital block, and Italy get away with one. Spain still got the ball then. Moreno plays a clever ball in the box there, but I think it was Jorginho put enough pressure on, I think it was Olmo, to clear the danger. Here it is then. Morata gets up. Donnarumma punches, gets to it first. But I think there was a shot after that which they didn't show, which got blocked also. Send it long then for Italy to Belotti. Get Johns for the offside there. That's poor. I'm going to play a long ball. You've got time to adjust and stay onside. He's not aware. He gives the ball back to Spain. Unforced error. Rodri to Llorente. Busquets back to Rodri. Garcia. Laporte. Rodri. Infield to Olmo then. He's in a little bit of space. Tried to play Morata through. It was clear through, but too much power on the ball with the pass, and it just runs out of play. Spain obviously already winning one penalty shootout at this tournament against Switzerland, but they do not have a great record in tournaments on penalties. But they have won one this tournament. If it does go to that, they might hold a little bit of a psychological advantage in terms of confidence, but it's a whole different game. So they've got to take penalties again. So even though they've already done it in this tournament, you got to produce it again. Here's Rodri. Llorente, back to Rodri. Good, clever ball there to Llorente. Puts the ball along the box, along the floor, but Italy managed to clear it. Belotti tries to break on Garcia, but the ball runs out. Clever ball from Rodri, getting Llorente in. Bonucci clears, reads the play well. And that's the first half of extra time over. And I still feel it's going to go penalties, but I think Spain are definitely edging it. Belotti, since he's come on, has offered nothing. But to be fair to him, there's not been a lot of service either. So I think the Italians are very tired. Chiesa there is limping. And I don't think they've got any more subs left. So it's going to be interesting. He's looking like he's really struggling there, Chiesa. And that could play into, if he stays on as well, is he going to be able to take a penalty? Because he probably would have took a penalty or been one of their regular takers. But he's struggling a lot there, and it looks like to be his hamstring. I'll be back in a minute, guys, with the second half. So Thiago on for Spain for Busquets, I believe it was, which is a little bit, well, it's not surprising, but Busquets being the captain, you might want his experience in the penalties, but they're definitely capable. Chiesa having a bit of a joke there with Enrique, the opposing manager. I think he's saying, get off the pitch, mate, do yourself a favour. Oh, they do have another sub available. I wasn't sure. I think they're definitely bringing Chiesa off now for Bernardeschi, which is a little bit annoying, although he did score the goal, being my captain, but just a bit unfortunate that he's got to go off. But well taken goal. I think they're going to give him a few minutes maybe here. I thought he was coming on, Bernardeschi, but it looks to be still off the field at the moment. Morata closing down Donnarumma there for the clearance, nearly getting to it. Busquets going off, then Alba has been made captain. I think Rodri's been very good since he's come on. Olmo draws a foul there from Locatelli. Just to change the direction, Locatelli bites at the bait there, and Chiesa then coming off. Great goal from him, here it is then. Cuts in, side foot finesse, far post. Keeper can't get nowhere near it. Bernardeschi on. Thiago to take the free kick. It looks like he was going for a shot there. I don't know if he was trying to trick the keeper, or if it wasn't, it was a poor delivery and got that horribly wrong. But it looked like he was shooting quite far out though to try and catch the keeper out from there. Belotti, crossfield ball, brilliant ball to Berardi. Toloi running on, chooses a different option to Bernardeschi. He tried to flick it, got it wrong, and Spain clear. Italy throwing, and who's that? Garcia down with cramp. Great crossfield ball from Belotti. Berardi trying to play in Bernardeschi, tried to flick it to, I think, Pessina, but got it wrong. Looks like Garcia can't continue. Fatigue and the extra time shown here on some of the players. Long season and a lot of football this year in close quarters more than usual, and Pau Torres coming on as his replacement. Linked with a lot of clubs this year, Pau Torres, but still at Villarreal. First involvement is to head it out for a throw-in. Here's Berardi then. He made space well for the shot. No. Just got it wrong. Well, I think it was on target. I couldn't see if it was the keeper or defender that blocked it, but... Oh, and it's a goal! Does it... I don't think it counts. It's Belotti, I think. Great. Oh no, was it Berardi again? I can't tell. It's Berardi again. Makes a good run, but he is slightly offside. Does very well to finish there from slipping over and the keeper rushing out to close the space. Great finish, but he's narrowly offside and he'll want to cry right now. Torres. Laporte, Thiago, back to Laporte, Rodri, Torres out to Alba, I think as long as Spain play like this at the back, Italy will be happy because they're comfortable. They're too far away to impact near the goal unless there's a world-class ball played and someone makes a well-timed run, which is more difficult when you're just waiting for a long ball. It has to be so precise, and it's near impossible to do that. And here come Italy. Belotti, strange technique, Belotti, but stop in play as a foul on a Spanish player by the looks of it. I think Belotti is on Alba. Very soft for me. It's a 50-50 ball. They're both stretching for the ball and he catches him a little bit, but for me it's a very soft foul. You're basically telling him to, or one of the players, to not challenge for that ball, and it's a 50-50 ball. Berardi trying to turn but dispossessed. Back to Simon. Torres to Pedri. All the way back to Torres. In Italy we'll be saying do that all day long. We can handle that. Keep the ball back there, it's fine. And Thiago tries to send a long ball, like I was saying, it has to be so precise because it's near impossible, and it goes to Donnarumma. And from what I've seen of Belotti, I've seen glimpses of him in the past in Italy for his team, but he looks quite clumsy and a little bit unorthodox, and just a weird body shape and technique he's got about him. Thiago to Rodri. But look how deep they are in their own half, Spain. Italy will be feeling like they're winning the battle there. So if they can counter on them and catch them there that deep up, that's what they'll be looking to do. But here comes Alba. A little bit more penetration, but it slows it down. Olmo. Back into Rodri. Cross field to Laporte. Locatelli plays it to Belotti then. Oh, he tried the through ball for Berardi, would have been clear through on goal. And the defender gets a touch on it and stops the ball going through. Morata trying to cross the ball in. And Bonucci blocks it. Throw in Morata. Olmo. Back out to Morata. I think he's going to have a shot here. Cuts in, no. Couldn't find a space. Spain still have it then. Llorente does well there. And Pedri back out wide. Ball whipped in. And Donnarumma deals with that every day of the week. No pressure. Poor delivery. It looks like penalties are waiting. 5 minutes to go. And it's going to be interesting because I feel like Italy have got quite a good history of penalties. Spain not so much, but Italy are definitely, I think, the more tired of the two teams. And even though it's just one shot in a penalty shootout, their legs, I think, are a bit more gone than the Spanish players. So, especially if that plays in with the nerves, that could affect the Italians a little bit more. It's a little bit of a tougher ask, I think. So, the 812 passes completed for Spain there, and Italy haven't even broken 300. But as I said, as long as the majority of them passes are in the defensive end of the Spanish half with the centre backs, Italy will be happy with that. And the game plan is working because they're still in the game. And I think Spain have looked the better of the teams for large parts of the game. But I think that's partly because Spinazzola is not available for Italy. He was their main creator. And the fact that Spain are just keeping the ball a lot, so naturally they're going to probably have more of the play because they've got more of the ball. I'm just interested to see how Italy will be feeling going into penalties. Toloi trying to send one through there. Pacina tracking it down, but Spain clear up the field. I think it was Torres puts it out for a throw-in. Toloi. Few minutes left. And there's a foul on Morata. Yellow card for Bonucci. I don't think he'll mind that much because there's only a couple minutes till penalties. He can't really get sent off now unless he does something outrageously stupid in a couple of minutes. Is there going to be one last chance for either side before penalties? Torres, lots of space. Pedri, oh, he tries to play Olmo in, gets the pass wrong. Throw in. And you expect Pedri to make that pass. That's bread and butter for him. And Olmo looks at him like, I can't believe you just did that. That's not your standard. Both sets of fans looking not too good. Enrique looking absolutely disgusted. And can the Italians, if it most likely goes to penalties, do what they do best when it comes to pizzas, and can they deliver? Hey, pizza delivery. Long throw then, Belotti's through. Looks like a barge in the back there. I don't know if he's playing for it a bit, but the ref blows and it's penalties. I'll be back in a minute. Simon looks like he's absolutely bricking it. Donnarumma looks like he's comfortable, to say the least. That's I think it's Saragu. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but the other keeper for Italy, giving him a pep talk in his ear, literally in his ear. I'd be like, it's all right, mate. I can hear you. You don't have to like whisper sweet nothings. Chiellini then and Alba, the captains, just choosing what ends of the pitch to take the penalties at. Chiellini looks like he's having a whale of a time. It's all fun and games. Super happy. Keepers embracing then. One of them will be crying tears of joy, and one of them will be crying because they're going home. Chiesa looks like he's just won the Chiellini looks like he's just won the lottery, and the game's not even finished yet. So Locatelli is the first up for Italy. Made an impact in the first few group games. Never heard of the guy before this tournament, which I love about tournament football because I always learn about new players, and I've liked the look of him, of the bits I've seen of him. But I thought he was very quiet coming on in this game. It's always difficult, but I thought he was a bit quiet when he come on today. Simon, to me, looks like he don't want to be there right now. Locatelli, though, to be fair, looks a little bit nervous himself. Very straight run up here from Locatelli. I've never seen him take a penalty. Usually he's gone to the side a bit now, but he goes bottom right hand corner and Simon saves, and that'll relieve a bit of pressure and nerves for Simon. Not a good start at all there for Italy. The penalties, I mean, it's not right in the corner, but it's not that bad, but the keeper just guesses right and boost for Spain. Olmo first up for Spain then. I think he's had a pretty good game. Can Donnarumma step up? Olmo then. And he blasts over. 2 penalties, 2 misses, and the pressure is getting to both sets of teams here. Yeah, I thought Olmo was going to score, to be honest, and Locatelli will be feeling relieved right now as well. Belotti then. Great penalty from Belotti. Shows the passion. Bottom right hand corner, but Simon can't get to it this time. Too much power and pace. Moreno then. goal. I thought Donnarumma saved it. It was quite central, but it just had a little bit too much height. And I think Donnarumma went a little bit too soon. It just is above his reach. Bonucci then, veteran in the Italian side, along with Chiellini at the centre-back positions. Been playing ever since I've been watching football, I think, and the experience you would think will carry him through here. Great penalty. Calm, sends the keeper the wrong way. Experience. Thiago then. Short run up. Great penalty. Sends Donnarumma the wrong way. Bernardeschi. Great penalty from Bernardeschi. Top left-hand corner of the keeper. He was trying to put him off, trying to make him go one way more than the other. Started off in the left-hand side of the goal a bit more, which is where he went in the end. Can't get nowhere near it though, Simon. Morata then kept them in the game, got the equaliser. Can he hold his nerve again? And he can't. Donnarumma down to his left saves it. And I think if Italy score, they're through to the final. Not the best penalty at all. Not in the corner enough. Too central. And if the keeper guesses right way there, pretty much every keeper's saving that, I feel, because it's not in the corner enough. And who's got the chance to be the game winner for Italy here? And it's Jorginho. I think he's got one of the best records in the world in conversion rate for penalties. Hardly ever misses. Can he do it? To send Italy to the final, Jorginho. And he sends him. Well, he doesn't send him anyway. The keeper can't. He doesn't react. And Italy are in the final. Jorginho with a winner. And they've done it. I predicted Italy, but as the game went on, I felt Spain might do it. Fair play to Italy for holding their nerve, and that experience has come through yet again. They're steely. They're tough to break down. And they know how to get it done even when they're not playing at their best. And this is without Spinazzola, remember, as well. And as an England fan, I think if we get through tomorrow and get into the final, they could definitely trouble us. I do think we can beat them also. And we've got a bit of a history with Italy as well in tournaments. So it's going to be interesting. And it just spurs me on even more as an England supporter to get to the final now, because I'd rather that as the final than England and Spain, to be honest. And if I had to pick a second team, as if I wasn't English, it would be Italy. So I'm kind of fully invested in that now if England do make it to the final. And as I said, I think we can beat them, especially with Spinazzola out now. It's a huge bonus to us. But I think we're the form team, even over Italy now. But we have to get through Denmark tomorrow, who have also been going under the radar and going about their business very well. Spain, I thought were okay, but just run out at the end there. And Simon, for me, before the shootout even got going, looked very nervous. And ultimately, I think that mindset and belief got the best of them. Donnarumma, I think, in tears there, and everyone congratulating him. But tomorrow, Denmark, England, let's hope we do the business and we get to a final. And then we got to win the thing anyway. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you soon. I'm not sure when my next stream will be, but I will see you soon. And for the new season, probably be doing some streams for some of the Premier League games as well. So, but I'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.